Sup and welcome to the Run In Wrestling podcast. Before we get into it, make sure you're checking out all of our socials. It's Run In Wrestling everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and now iTunes. So make sure you're getting on the iTunes podcast app. Make sure you're checking us out on there. Make sure you're checking us out on YouTube. Leave a subscribe on YouTube, a like on YouTube. But you can also subscribe and leave us a rating on iTunes as well. All little help that you can do to help the podcast grow will be much appreciated. And we'll probably even give you a shout out on the show if you're that big of a fan. Make sure you're checking us out everywhere as I said. And it all helps. So, live from the Run In Studios in Kent, I am Ryan Beak.
And I'm back from the Leicester Studios. It's Matt. I'm back.
Where have you been?
RIW champion. Well, I've been injured, man. Like that losing the title hurt, so I had to take some time away, reflect.
Fake an injury.
I had to contemplate my career, where I was going, and the only thing I could come up with was I have to get the title back.
And non-kayfabe?
I've just been working a fuck ton.
You sound like you know. So I watched Is it Photo Shoot or Photo Booth on the WWE network that they do? They did one with Kurt Angle, and I completely forgot that he come back as a general manager of SmackDown ages ago and pretended to have a broken leg when he actually had neck surgery, and I completely forgot about that. And I was just thinking of that the whole time.
Good.
Anyways, a happy Rusev Day to you and to everyone.
Happy Rusev Day. I can't believe how much Rusev Day merch has come out since I last been on the podcast.
I'll tell you what, I bet as soon as he released that shirt, I bet you, marketing suddenly went, wait a minute, we're doing quite a lot here. Let's get it everywhere.
Calendar, got a mug, got a shirt, got all sorts. Wait, let me just go on. He's one of the top superstars. He's on the top row next to Cena, Shield, and Steve Austin. He's above Ronda Rousey on the top.
Boo! No, I'm joking. I enjoy Ronda being here at the moment. But we're going to talk about more of that in a minute about Ronda, because this episode is going to be based on Elimination Chamber, predominantly. But we are going to obviously talk about Raw, because it's the go-home show. It's relevant to the Elimination Chamber. And we've also got our predictions, as well as Dallas's. What's the plural of Dallas?
Texas? I don't know.
And Kerrie's predictions as well. The title is on the line. I did have something ready for this because I didn't know whether you was going to be here or not. So I had Lillian Garcia going, this will be a triple threat match for the... And then I was just going to get a woman's voice to say the Run In Wrestling Championship, but you've ruined it now. So...
Well, yep, that's me. Anyway, going back to the Rusev Day merch, he's got the calendar, he's got the mug, he's got the t-shirt, he's got a hoodie, and this is what I now want now that I've seen it. A tapestry blanket.
A tapestry blanket.
Do you want me to link it to you?
Yeah, I want to see it.
It's actually quite beautiful. I want it. So any of our Run In Wrestling podcasters, tweet me saying you're going to buy me, and I'll send you my address and you can send it there. So
it's Matt's birthday in 2 or 3 months, so early birthday present.
3 months to go. Come on, guys, you've got a chance. I've given you fair warning.
Right,
we're on iTunes now. I have no excuses.
No excuses at all. You should be listening to us. As I said, check us out everywhere: YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, now iTunes, everywhere. Right, let's talk about Raw.
Do you reckon we'll become the iTunes champ? Sorry. Do you reckon that's a title I can steal? The iTunes podcast champ.
I think we've got a lot of competition. Bearing in mind, you've got former wrestlers who have podcasts.
Well, Chris Jericho, get fucked. And
ENC podcast, get fucked.
Stone Cold, you're alright. Please don't hurt me.
Booker T, get fucked. X-Pac, get fucked.
Get fucked.
Sam Roberts.
Sure. Everyone.
Get fucked. This is what's going to stop us from getting on iTunes swearing too much.
This is just us. Like, we're just gonna be so like monitored, like 18 plus stuff, rated R.
To be fair, until the moment that YouTube actually says you
wait.
can earn money, then I think we'll actually calm down a bit.
Okay. Edge and Christian's podcast of awesomeness. Get fucked.
I said that earlier. I said that second. I was like,
YouTube. Oh well. Get fucked because there's two of you.
Right. Let's talk about Raw. So
get fucked.
What a Raw episode it was to start with.
I didn't expect it. To be fair, like I was like, oh, the gauntlet match is starting. Yippee!
Well, I thought it was going to happen at the end. Because they said it was going to be the main event on social media, and I thought, well, main event's at the end. But it does make sense to have a big match somewhere in the middle, if not first, because TV ratings, TV viewership goes down in the third hour.
Oh yeah, because WWE don't know how to write for shit.
Oh,
calling them out, aren't I?
Right. So this match lasted 105 minutes.
So basically 2 hours of Raw.
Yeah.
So it was a good match. Seth Rollins was in it for like an hour and 5 minutes.
I'm pretty sure I had a look at this. So some of the longest matches not on a pay-per-view, and I'm pretty sure one of the top ones was had Chris Benoit in it. So I could understand why WWE wanted that match to go over a bit, but.
Oh, I want to say before we continue with the Gauntlets, big love for WWE on how they started Raw with like the minute silence for the.
Oh yeah.
The victims of Florida, like.
Nice touch.
Yeah.
We won't go into too much because we're not too political and we're not American, so.
All I'm gonna say is get rid of your fucking guns, you stupid idiots. Anyway, let's just do it.
But
let's
that was
right here.
Yeah. So then we had the gauntlet match. Started off with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, and Jesus, I'm sorry.
Everyone thought Roman was gonna go over.
Can I also say, I honestly, in the past 4 or 5 months, have grown to respect Roman Reigns a lot more. I don't like how much he's being pushed, but he has had some phenomenal matches on Raw. He had a great one with Cena a little while ago. He had one with Jason Jordan. He's had one with Elias. And this one with Seth was amazing.
Yep. I actually agree. Like maybe not so much about the Jason Jordan thing because I can't stand the guy, but
it was a good match. That's what I was getting into, not just about Jason Jordan character.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Seth Rollins kicked it off. Some of the memorable moments just of that bit. Whoa.
That
Whoa. There was no need for that.
That bitch.
Fans chanted, "We want Ambrose," as the two Shield members stood face to face. One moment, I think Seth pushed Roman into the corner. I can't even remember now. Hit him with something. I can't even remember what. And then suddenly Roman did a Superman punch, and both of them were on the floor for ages.
Oh no, my favourite part from that match was when like Rollins had kicked him in the sternum. And Reigns was like sort of like down, and you could see Seth Rollins looking for the stomp, and like as he was running for it, Roman just stands up and it's just like face to face, and then it cuts to an ad break. I was like, that is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it was really good.
And then you saw like Roman Reigns' mouth, "Don't do that to me, man."
Yeah,
like or something of that.
And then Seth won by a roll up, which I think was nice, but at the same time, my point for this and what I really enjoyed was they could have had Roman turn on Seth and be like really bitchy, but Roman chucked Seth out of the Royal Rumble, so for then Seth to eliminate Roman in this way was a good touch of, okay, brother, I got you, you got me. You know, it was nice. And then out comes Let's Go to Work man, John Cena. Again, he's someone that I think too many people dislike. And I'm sorry, but he has good matches and he puts over anyone.
I'm a big fan of Big Match John.
Same.
I'm not afraid to admit it. I've got a T-shirt. I've got a hat. So,
So some of the highlights of this
Big Match
match:
John.
Cena hit a trio belly to belly of suplexes on Rollins. Cena just kept shouting at Rollins, "Stay down." Rollins hit John Cena not only with an attitude adjustment, but one of the deadlift ones that Cena normally does on people, and it was fantastic. Whatever Seth Rollins said to John Cena a couple of weeks ago that they put on social media, well done, Seth, because honestly, that his match with Roman and his match with John Cena was great.
Yeah, didn't people say Seth wasn't even over, and now actually, guys, he's a potential winner here.
Yeah, so obviously what happened a couple of weeks ago, him saying to Kurt Angle, "I want to be Monday Night Rollins again." If you think about it, Dean Ambrose and Jason Jordan getting injured is the best thing to happen to Seth Rollins since WrestleMania.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
That's weird. That's weird to say. Two people getting injured is probably the best thing to happen. That's horrible.
Good.
Anyways,
More injuries.
at the end, John Cena goes out. Elias comes in. He's still taped up from Braun. I don't know whether that's kayfabe or not kayfabe. I'm hoping it's kayfabe.
Probably kayfabe.
I hope it's kayfabe and not kayfabe because I don't want Elias to be injured. Wasn't really too much this match apart from he beat Seth at that point, so there wasn't really any highlights for me along there. Then in comes Balor with his burgundy pants on. Burgundy Balor, as he's known. Comes in, beats Elias, obviously, and then that's when it gets interesting again because Finn is distracted by the Miz Taraj when the Miz ambushes him. He ends up getting the Miz Taraj in the end. Skull crushing finale on Finn for the pin, and then
Finn
pin on Finn. Sure.
Do you reckon if Finn Balor ever goes bowling, that's what he calls the pins? Finn pins.
Maybe I might edit his face on just a load of bowling pins and see what people make of it. They probably won't find it funny, but we will.
We'll understand. People who listen to the podcast will find it funny now.
Pin baller.
And if you enjoy the podcast, make sure you fund us so we can actually afford to go to comedy school.
Yeah. Take some stand-up lessons, I guess.
Yeah. I enjoy sitting down.
So one of the best bits of the match for me, and honestly, whoever Miz's acting coach is a superstar because you just saw the moment the Miz goes, 1 minute, there's one person left, and the moment he realises it's Braun, and then Braun's music hits in. Oh
Braun.
My God, how good was that? And then so in the end, obviously Braun wins because he was always going to. Ends up giving not only the Miz but the Miz Taraj 2 running power bombs. Obviously plays up to the crowd, and honestly, Strowman is like the most polite monster ever. When he has that interview at the end, I think it's with Charlie, and he's like,
"I'm sorry, Charlie, but I'm not finished yet." And then
like right at the end as well, he's like, "I don't fear the unknown. The unknown fears me. It's garbage."
No, so somebody get these hands.
He's like he is so nice, and honestly, Do
you follow him on Instagram? He's even better on Instagram.
Yeah, I do, but I don't always agree with his Instagram because he's very much into his guns as well, so that kind of throws me off a bit. But
I'm hoping with this tragedy, like with all these people cutting their guns in half or something, like he becomes one of them.
Maybe, but as I said, we're not into the political side of it. So that was really good. Afterwards, we had the interview with Asuka.
Nobody is ready for Asuka.
See, some people enjoyed the interview, but I don't.
But were you ready for it?
I don't. Oh yeah, I was easily ready for it, but because I know her English isn't great, and that's what throws me off a bit. I'm not anything against it, but I feel like she either needs like someone to help her with interviews, or she just doesn't do interviews. Do you know what I mean? Because she doesn't need to talk because her fighting does her talking for her.
Stick Paul Heyman on her.
Yeah, but he doesn't understand what she's saying.
Yeah, but Paul Heyman's a prize fighter. He knows what he wants.
Well, I mean, at this rate, we'd have Paul Heyman with Ronda and Asuka and Brock. So, God, imagine that as a faction.
That would be a pretty sick
faction. Some of the memorable moments of it was
Ryan just woof.
My destiny is to win championship at WrestleMania, but she still hasn't said what championship.
I think she's just waiting to see who's champion after Elimination Chamber and Fastlane.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's just... I know they're trying to play this whole mystery thing, but at the same time, surely, like, if this was actually a business and they'd say, well, what belt are you going for? And then she just keeps saying, aha, I'm not telling you yet, but I'm going to win at WrestleMania. Then you'd just be kind of like, yeah, but which one, Oscar? Tell us.
I think she's heavily implying with the Raw belt at the moment.
I think she might swerve and do SmackDown.
Maybe that'd be cool. Like, but.
So the interview was with Renee Young, and then Nia ended up trying to attack her, failed to start with, then ends up getting on the floor, hits her with like 3 leg drops, and yeah. Puts in for the feuds that they've set up for Elimination Chamber as well. Next we had The Bar versus...
I can't remember who The Bar were against, I'm sorry.
Titus Worldwide!
Yep, those. I still can't stand them.
Oh, I love it.
And have you heard about what Vince has done with Apollo Crews? Apollo.
Taking his last name away.
Yeah, like, what? Why? Like, I understand, like, they don't want anything to do with the shoot of Florida and stuff. Yeah, it's very much a theme for this week as well, but, like...
But that's very petty, isn't it? That's very...
Like, he's been known for Apollo Crews for a long time. It's not like he was like Apollo before and Vince has gone, you know what would be brilliant? His muscles and him being called Apollo Crews.
Yeah, it's like, I'm hoping they kind of bring it back and it was a one-off thing. Like, they just kind of thought, right, well, Florida was this week. We're just going to take your name away for this week, but it'll be back in another week. Do you know what I mean? Because the week before, they had Crews Can't Lose, which was really catchy.
Yeah, but now they've got Apollo...
Won't swallow... What?
What?
What? So, Titus Worldwide end up beating Sheamus and Cesaro again. Michael Cole completely lost his shit. Titus Worldwide is pinned the tag team champions again. You know, it's not the first time, hence why they're having this match. I'm presuming the match at Elimination Chamber was meant to be Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan then. So they just kind of shit themselves and was like, who's a tag team we can put in there? And instead of having...
Yeah.
I still think a couple of weeks ago they should have tried to set up for Balor Club and the Revival, but...
Oh, that if they're going to do that, they might as well wait until Mania.
I guess.
So...
Another ladder match.
So...
Have another ladder match at WrestleMania. Tag match.
Ladder match. Finn Balor does the coup de grace off the top of a 25-foot ladder to the outside.
No, because he's not in the tag team.
Well, he is now. I'm making it official.
No, because...
Do it.
Do it.
Carl
Anderson, Luke Gallows, tag team champions, and have Finn face The Miz for IC.
Yeah, that'll be a good match, I guess. Like... So
I'd prefer to see him with the IC title than the tag team title, because I think it'd be weird to split the Good Brothers up, or one of them not to be tag champ.
Yeah, they've not used the Good Brothers very well, since they've debuted. I don't think like they did with AJ Styles, but like then again, it still wasn't the best run. So they've got a second chance at it now. So WWE, if you're listening, do good.
Right, let's quickly run through the women's tag team match.
I didn't watch it, so I have no
Cool,
input
I'll just run through it then. Mickie James, Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Alexa Bliss, Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Really, really bored of these 6 women tag team matches, and I'm going to speak more about it in just a moment. You also had just before that Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy do another promo, which was really boring because it's just them two.
Yes,
it's just them two on the Titantron do stuff in the Hardy compound. However, Matt Hardy did post on his Instagram this week some stuff from the Hardy compound, so I'm kind of hoping that they're setting it up at the moment. But with the tag match, in the end, Banks, Bayley and James win via the Banks statement. In the end, they come in and end up doing... Absolution end up coming in the ring, beating everyone up, and then Alexa Bliss is in the ring with them, wearing her Twisted Bliss shirt, which she hasn't worn in a while, and Absolution were wearing their shirts, so they kind of looked like a tag team. Absolution turn on Alexa Bliss, obviously. Then Mickie James comes to save her. Other way. Mickie helps Alexa. But I'm sorry. Kind of. But right, I'm sorry, but I'm really bored. Why do women need to have each other in the Elimination Chamber? It's everyone against everyone. Why do the women have to be suddenly set up in tag teams of Mickie and Alexa, Sasha and Bayley, Sonya and Mandy?
Yeah, I guess you're right, man. Like,
Me.
it's annoying, but I guess WWE are just like, oh shit, we haven't done a tag team Elimination Chamber this year. We'll sort the women's one out as a tag team one, but still be a singles match.
Yeah, it's just really annoying with it. Right, from this, let's get into our Elimination Chamber predictions. So we'll do
There's
them.
not many. There's 5 matches, so...
No, which you were quite annoyed about before.
Yeah, because after Raw ended, there was only 3 matches confirmed. Oh, sorry, just going to let this... I don't know. The siren there. Oh, yeah, that's a police van.
Is that the drug cartel that are in your house at the moment?
I think it's a police van going to a student building. So
Nice.
Always good. It's always good.
Right.
So, anyway, predictions, yeah. Anyway, so Raw, there was only like 3 matches confirmed at the end, and they had to do the others on WWE Fallout.
Yeah, which is a bit annoying, but...
Like, for those who don't watch those sorts of things, and just watch it weekly, how are they supposed to know?
Yeah, true. So the way that we're going to do the Elimination Chamber predictions, 1 point for each and every match, obviously, all the way through. And we're going to offer out 2 points in each of the Chamber matches for the same as the Rumble, the number, what number entrant you think will win. So obviously we know in the men's that the Miz is coming out first and Elias is coming out last. So obviously if someone has picked either one of them, obviously they're going to pick those.
I'm trying to get a pen to work right now.
Oh, I can just write it down. I can write it down.
Good.
I've got my lappy top in front of me.
Fair enough.
Right, so we'll do these one at a time. So I'll do the first match, you do the second match. But to start with, obviously we'll play the audio from Kerrie and Dallas of who they picked as well. So, first match, Woken Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt. Who have you got and why? First to Kerrie and then to Dallas.
Okay, so the first match was, of course, Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt. I personally think this one was quite easy for me. I would say that although Bray Wyatt, I'd really, really like to see him start to come back and do a lot more within WWE. I don't think that's going to happen right now because of Jeff's return. So I'm going to say that this one is obviously going to go to Matt Hardy. Just because I feel like there's a lot more in preparation for him in the pipeline, what with Jeff coming back and obviously the Hardy Boys then inevitably reforming / feuding, whichever way they decide to take it. So I'm going to go for Matt Hardy.
Hello, my name is Dallas Barnes. I am here with the Run In Wrestling Podcast, and I am here to give you my elimination match predictions First on the list, we have Bray Wyatt versus Matt Hardy. I don't know about you guys, but they need to really deliver a home run at this pay per view with this match. If they don't, then they're really risking falling under that they could have been something epic, but they didn't. I'm gonna have to go with Bray Wyatt in this match just to set up a future rematch at possibly WrestleMania.
I'm gonna go with Kerrie, Matt Hardy. They've not been using Bray and they've not been using Matt Hardy very well, so it is what we want to see since Broken Matt Hardy's been a thing.
Honestly,
But I'm just gonna say Matt Hardy because he needs it more than Bray right now.
honestly, I think it's just a flip of the coin. I'm gonna go with Bray, just because I think they can carry it on if Bray wins, because then Matt Hardy goes, right, this will be the final deletion at the Hardy compound at WrestleMania.
If that happens, I'll be livid.
Well, I think they've got to go to the Hardy compound at some point.
Yeah, but not a WrestleMania.
The thing is, I don't know when else they'll do it. That's the problem. Possibly episode of Raw.
Backlash.
No, you can't keep it going after SmackDown. After WrestleMania. Cool, that's way too long. Way too long. So yeah, Kerry's got Matt. Dallas has got Bray. You've got Matt. I've got Bray. So
Yep. Got my
difference
boy Matt.
for now.
Put the picture up on screen right now of me and Matt Hardy together.
You've got to send it to me first.
It's on my Facebook.
You still send it to me.
So, Asuka versus Nia Jax, who is not like most girls, is up next. And if the person who is not like most girls wins, she gets added to the Mania match. Obviously at WrestleMania, but obviously if Asuka wins, she keeps her undefeated streak going. So, Dallas, Kerrie, who have you got, and why?
Asuka versus Nia. I always thought out of the two that obviously Nia would be the one to break Asuka's undefeated streak, if anybody, but I didn't think this opportunity was going to come along this early. So obviously I thought that maybe Nia would win the title somehow, and then Asuka would obviously take it from her, or vice versa. Obviously Nia would end Asuka's streak, but I thought they'd save this one. However, I am actually going to have to go for Asuka, just because I don't think they're going to force her to lose at this point. I'd be shocked if they did, but at the same time, maybe it wouldn't surprise me.
Next, we have Asuka versus Nia Jax. I'm going to have to go with Asuka here. The reasoning is nobody is ready for Asuka. We have seen this match multiple times in NXT, and even though Nia Jax is more of a force in the main roster, I still don't see her being the one to end Asuka's streak, and I don't see a reason to add her into the match at WrestleMania with Asuka and whoever the women's champion entering into WrestleMania is, which you'll find out who I think that is later.
Cheers, guys. Pretty predictable there. Ryan, who have you got and why?
I think we're all going to go for this. I genuinely think from here to the chamber matches, I think we're all going to say the same. Asuka, I see, for me, if they'd booked this a bit stronger, I think she could have lost her streak here, but I don't think she will. I think she's going to lose her streak over a title or something, so I don't know yet, but yeah, I'm going Asuka, but I think from what I've heard on the rumour mill, I think she is going to face SmackDown champion, and it will be Charlotte.
I'm going with Asuka as well, but I definitely think she's just going to stick with the red brand, because that'll be fun to see Asuka versus Ronda.
Fair enough. Also,
That's literally it.
amongst this, we also have Ronda Rousey's kayfabe contract signing, which I'm pretty sure I don't know who's going to come out. I'm guessing Stephanie is something like Stephanie or someone's going to interrupt it.
Maybe.
Can you stop eating on
Maybe
the
Triple H.
podcast?
I'm sorry.
Next we have DeBar versus Titus Worldwide for the tag team titles. Titus Worldwide have beat the Bar on quite a few times recently, so we'll go over to Kerrie and Dallas for their predictions.
For Titus Worldwide v the Bear, as I like to call them, I would say that was an awful Irish accent. Firstly, I apologise to all Irish people out there listening to this podcast. It was terrible. For Titus Worldwide, the Bar, despite the fact that Titus have obviously got two recent upsets over the Bar, I'm going to say that the Bar are going to retain the title. At the moment, I can't see Titus Worldwide, despite the fact they are getting just that little bit more popular. I just can't see them quite getting a title just yet. So I am going to go for Sheamus and Cesaro, obviously, retain.
Next, we have Titus Worldwide versus the Bar. Sheamus and Cesaro have been on a whole different level since becoming a tag team. I have loved it. I have loved it. So I'm going to have to go with the Bar on this one, and hopefully they can go into WrestleMania as champions and walk out as champions. Don't get me wrong though, I absolutely love Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil. They are fantastic as a team, and Titus O'Neil has really found his groove as a manager, per se.
Thank you very much, guys. Matt, who have you got, and why?
The Bar. Just the Bar, because I don't think they'll shove the titles on Titus O'Neil. Like, maybe Apollo Crews, but not Titus O'Neil.
Yeah, again, I think I would have swayed a different way if it was, as I said, if they'd set up for Balor Club or The Club. I don't know what they're going by now if they're not with Finn. And the Revival, I think if it was a triple threat, I might have said a different team. The only way that I would probably see this being Titus Worldwide is if they're going to do this ladder match, but at the same time, would you really want to see Titus O'Neil in a ladder match? I don't think I'd want to see him be put through a ladder. Everyone else I'd be fine with.
Yeah.
But I'm going for DeBar.
Yeah, the Bar. Bar is pretty obvious choice. So that's 3 out of the 5 matches. Next, we've got the Women's Chamber coming up. So that's Alexa Bliss, Mickie James, Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, and Bayley and Sasha Banks. So Kerrie, Dallas, tell us.
So for the women's Elimination Chamber match, I was really unsure about this, but now I think I'm going to stick with my original thought. Overall, that Alexa Bliss is going to retain her title. However, I think it's really going to push Sasha Banks. I can't even say her name today. Sasha Banks, I feel like he's going to be the last one remaining with her. So it'll be Alexa v Sasha at the end of the Elimination Chamber. I think obviously Bayley maybe will be eliminated by Sasha. She'll turn on her, ready for like a heel turn and like a full rivalry and feud going on between them two to keep things interesting. I'm not sure about Absolution at the minute. I'm not quite sure what their standing is going to be, but I've just got this feeling that they've only got a matter of time before they split, just because obviously Paige has now had to retire. I would say Mickie James is going to be eliminated quite early, and I'd say that Mandy is going to last less time than Sonya, but I think it's going to be Bliss, Banks, and Bayley. Bayley gets eliminated by Banks, and then obviously Bliss manages to retain over Sasha. So that's my prediction for the Women's Elimination Chamber match. My other prediction would have been that Sasha Banks is going to win it, but I'm just not sure that they're going to put the title on her a 5th time for her to lose it straight away at like the next pay-per-view. I just don't think that makes any sense. Although, judging by her reputation of obviously losing the title 4 times previously, I would say maybe there's a chance. However, I'm going to stick with the goddess, of course. So I'm going to say Alexa Bliss retains. So my pick for the Women's Elimination Chamber match is number 1, Alexa Bliss.
For the women's elimination chamber match, we have Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, Bailey, Mickey James, Sonya Deville, and Mandy Rose. I'm gonna have to go with Alexa Bliss actually retaining her championship in this one. With that one, I think Sasha Banks and Bailey's feud is going to officially begin with one of them turning heel. Me personally, I think it's going to be Bailey. That's just my bold prediction for this year of wrestling. Um, Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, though, even without Paige, have been tearing it up. Although their match on Monday was kind of sloppy, they were they were pretty they were pretty good.
Cheers, guys. Very bold prediction from Kerrie there with number one spot. Dallas, where's your number, bro? We need it. We need it now, or else you will be only be worth getting the 1 point for. Ryan, who you got and what position?
See, I want to go away from it and say Sasha Banks. Just because. No, you know what? It's my title that I'm putting on the line. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to say Sasha Banks, and I think Bailey's going to try and hug her at the end, and then she's going to turn on
I
her.
like it. I like that. But yeah, your reign is coming up on your 26th day of holding the championship. It will come back to the longest reigning champion.
And I'm going to go for number 3.
Ooh, okay. Because see, my prediction is Alexa Bliss, but I've also predicted number 3. So bugger indeed. So hey, if we both get 2 points if number 3 wins, right?
I might just change mine to 4 then, just for, I'm going to change mine to 4 just for the sake of
points.
2 points, just because I need the points for it.
Well, you're going to lose your championship. Well, no, not your championship, my championship.
If Alexa Bliss nor Sasha come out at number 3, I am going to be so happy. If them two are the ones that start, I'm going to be so gutted. Right, so next up we have the final match, which is the men's elimination chamber match. We've got The Miz coming out first, and then in no particular order, we've got Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, John Cena, and coming out last, Elias.
Oh, Elias.
Who have these guys got, and why?
For the men's elimination chamber match, I was kind of in two minds about this one, because obviously I had this feeling this time last year that Roman Reigns was going to be set for this WrestleMania, like a final showdown, big match showdown, because obviously with retiring The Undertaker and stuff like that, you don't really get much bigger unless you win a title at WrestleMania. So initially my thoughts were going to be Roman Reigns, but what I would like to see, Finn Balor win it. And I would really like to see Elias stay in the match for quite a while, because I really, really like him at the minute. He's really over with me, really over with so many fans, and I just think it would do him really good to stay in the match. However, my overall pick for the match, as much as I hate to say it, no, do you know what? Actually, I'm going to change my mind. I don't normally change my mind about these things, but I'm going to go for number 2. I'm going to go for Braun Strowman, just because I think he's an unstoppable force. I really, really enjoyed his promo and feud with Elias, and I'm just really hoping that they keep that level up with him. So I think it's time that he actually did get the title, but we'll see. It's either him or Roman Reigns, but I'm just going to have to stick with it and go Braun, even though I kind of get the feeling he's going to go for the IC title instead, but hey-ho, we'll see what happens.
Finally, we have the men's elimination chamber match, which has The Miz, who is entering first, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, John Cena, and Elias, who will be entering last after pitting John Cena. I'm going to have to go with Roman Reigns. I just can't see them going against their plan they've had for a year of Brock versus Roman Reigns. The story's already there. It's been 2-3 years in the making. They shouldn't go against it because some fans are against it. I think they can find a way to give everyone else meaningful roles, but Roman Reigns, it's hard to find the role that will satisfy everyone and not make it seem like he's taking away from talent from the perspective of the fans. And that is all. I will see you guys next week, hopefully. Bye-bye.
Cheers very much, guys. We're still waiting for the number of entrants that we have from Dallas, as Kerry's gone for number 2. Who have you got, Matthew, and
I'm
why?
going to go with the big dog, Roman Reigns. And I'm going to say position number 5.
I'm going to say the same in regards to Roman. It's just such a safe bet, and I feel like they just want it. We need to get this out of the way. And the only way that I can see them not being Roman is if it's Seth, and then they end up adding Roman in a triple threat match because of the WrestleMania where Seth ended up coming out. But it won't make Roman look as strong at the same time. So, which position? Alright, do you know what? I'm going to stick with 4
Double
again.
4.
Because I know, are they going to start him? Because there's 3 going to be starting. And I feel like they're really going to... But are they going to do a Royal Rumble and make him come out?
That's why I've said number 5, playing it safe.
Right, I'm going to go... Yeah, I'm going to stick with 4. So, as we go through, just to recap, if people are wondering, Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt, Kerrie, Matt Hardy, Dallas, Bray Wyatt, Matt Hardy, me, Bray Wyatt. Oscar versus Nia, we've all gone for Oscar. Titus Worldwide versus The Bar, we've all gone for The Bar. The Women's Elimination Chamber match, Kerrie, Alexa Bliss, number 1, Dallas, Alexa Bliss, you, Alexa Bliss, number 3, and me, Sasha Banks, number 4. Men's Elimination Chamber, obviously all those contenders, Kerrie, Braun, number 2, Dallas, Roman Reigns, but no number as of yet, Matt, Roman 5, and me, Roman 4. You've gone for the most obvious answers, I think, except obviously the number. We don't know the numbers. But
I want my championship back, Ryan.
This is why I'm kind of hoping that WWE do a turn.
They're not going to swerve, Ryan. Not this close to Mania.
Well, at the same time, but you thought Roman was going to win the Rumble. So... And I said, Shinsuke Nakamura.
True. Very true.
I thought you'd cut out.
Fair.
I thought you'd cut out. I was like, yeah.
Thinking about it. I was like, what? Oh, yeah.
So yeah, these are our predictions. Right, so as it's the Elimination Chamber, I've got some facts before we go into a podcast ending game. This is the first chamber the men's one, where all of the participants, except 2 of them, have never been in the chamber. So the Miz has been in 2, 1-0, eliminated 1 person. John Cena has been in 6, 1-3, and eliminated 5. And all the rest of them have never been in an Elimination Chamber match before, which you kind of think like they would have, but at the same time, like last year was a SmackDown one anyway. And they've not been. To be fair, Braun hasn't been pushed on the main roster on his own, really, if you think about it, that long, and neither has Elias. And then if you think Finn was out with injury, and then also Roman and Seth, I think 2 or 3 years ago, were obviously still barring it up. That's it, shielding it up.
Barring it up.
Our other facts, there has only been 1 tag team Elimination Chamber match. It was in 2015, and Matt, who won it?
The New Day?
Yeah, they did. Last time they had 2 Elimination Chamber match on 1 pay-per-view was the self-named pay-per-view Elimination Chamber, which was co-branded back in 2012, where the winners... Do you know who the winners are, or have you already read this?
I'm useless here.
Do you want to have a crack at it from Raw?
No, I'm just gonna leave it.
It was CM Punk, and from SmackDown, it was Big DB. It's Daniel Bryan. Last time the Elimination Chamber was a Raw only branded pay-per-view was 2006, and it was won by Big Match John himself. There have only been 5 Elimination Chamber matches that have been for a match at WrestleMania. All the rest have been for titles, so that's the WWE title, World Heavyweight title, and the ECW title. And obviously this year's fact, which you all know, is that this is the first Women's Elimination Chamber match, and that there will be 7 participants in the men's this year as well. Both history matches and some knowledge. So if you are listening and you've got some facts there for your friends when you're watching it on Sunday, you are most welcome. Right, we're going to play a game now where we've got a pay-per-view in the past which has an Elimination Chamber match in it. We're going to read out the card from the first to the last match, and we've got to pick the winners for each one.
Right, so I'm going to go first because mine's No Way Out 2009.
I've got SummerSlam 2003. How many matches have you got? Quickly, sorry.
My Elimination Chamber has 2. Well, my No.
No. How many overall matches do you have? Like all of the matches? Because I have 8. I have 8 on the pay-per-view.
6.
6. Ooh. Okay.
But one's a dark match, so 5.
No, I'll read out the dark match. The dark match is fine.
So we have Beth.
I'll still give you the 8.
Okay. So we have Beth Phoenix versus Melina. Singles match for the WWE Women's Championship back in the day.
Who was champion?
Melina.
So it was Trish.
Melina versus Beth Phoenix.
Oh, Beth Phoenix. I'm gonna go with Beth Phoenix.
No, because it was a dark match. Melina retained.
Nah. Okay.
So, second match.
No, it's me.
Okay.
We're taking it in turns. Rey Mysterio versus Shannon Moore, singles match for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship.
Rey
Mysterio was champion, and yes, you are correct. 1 point to you, sir.
Yeah, 1-0, bitch. So, second match. This is my first Elimination Chamber match, and it is for the WWE Championship. Lasted 36 minutes, sorry. It was Vladimir Kozlov versus Jeff Hardy versus Edge, who was the champion, versus Big Show versus The Undertaker versus Triple H, who won.
Triple H.
Yes.
Yes. Do you know why? Because I watched that one the other week.
Shit.
And I watched my one, which I've... Actually, no, this isn't the one I watched, actually. I watched the one the other day, which was Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Edge, Randy Orton, Batista, and Triple H. Really good one. Right, so my number 2. You've got the Dudley Boys, obviously with Spike Dudley, versus La Resistance, Rene Dupree, and Sylvain Grenier, who are the champions, with Rob Conway for the tag team champions. They did win.
2-1. There we go.
2-1.
Keeping my lead. So my third match is a no hold barred match. Shane O'Mac versus Randy Orton, who won.
Was it for anything, or was it just
It was a no holds barred match. Shane O'Mac versus Randy Orton.
Let's go Randy Orton.
Fuck's sake.
2-2. Right, the Undertaker versus A-Train with Sable.
A-Train.
The Undertaker.
It
was just a singles match.
I was hoping Matt Bloom would pull through for me.
Oh my god, you're gonna love the next match, but it's you first.
So this is a singles match for the ECW Championship.
EC Dub.
Well, let's not say it like that because it was WWE's version. So the champion Swagger of Jackson Jackson Swagger versus Finlay with Hornswoggle, who won.
Is it just a normal...
Singles match for the ECW champ.
Surely that should be an Extreme Rules match, though.
You'd think that, but it's WWE, isn't it?
I'm going to say Jack Swagger.
Yeah, you are correct. 3-2
I was about to say,
me.
was Finlay ever ECW champion?
No.
No,
he
I
was
don't
not.
think he was. There we go. So that was your number 4, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to cut 2 of mine out and then give them to you at the end. Because then it's 6-6. That makes more sense. Right, this one is a Falls Count Anywhere match, and it's Eric Bischoff versus Shane O'Mac.
It's Eric Bischoff, isn't it?
No, it's Shane!
Really? I would have
Yeah.
thought Eric used his cheating.
That's
So-
3-2 to me then.
No, it's 4-2 to you now.
Is
Is
it?
it?
No, because I
it's
got one.
3-2,
I got one wrong. Right, so number 5.
So, JBL. It's just a standard singles match. JBL
Yeah.
versus Shawn Michaels.
JBL. When was this? 2009.
Yeah.
Sean.
Fuck you, man. 4-2.
That's 4-2. These are 3 good matches, but I'm gonna go for the one that I'm hoping you should know. For the WWE Championship, Kurt Angle champion versus Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Kurt Angle by submission.
Oh no, I swear. Oh fuck.
No, you're thinking the WrestleMania match.
Oh damn it.
That was in 2004, the Shooting Star Press one.
There.
That was horrible. Right, match 6.
My main event. So it is
4-2
Kane
to me at the moment, isn't it?
versus Mike Knox. It's for the World Heavyweight Championship. Cena is champion. So Kane versus Mike Knox versus Cena versus Chris Jericho versus Rey Mysterio versus Kofi Kingston.
Kofi. Is this an Elimination Chamber match,
Yeah.
or...
Yep.
Read them out again, sorry.
Kane, Mike Knox, Cena, Jericho, Mysterio, and Kingston.
Let's go for big match, John.
Wrong. It was a trick question. It was Edge, because Edge actually attacked
Cashed
Kofi
it.
Kingston before the match and replaced him.
Oh,
instead.
yeah, and then came in.
Yeah, trick question.
Either way, I've won anyway.
Yeah,
So,
that's
I'm
why
fine
I
with
threw
that.
the trick in.
Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Goldberg, Chris Jericho, Triple H champion, Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, Randy
Shawn Michaels.
Orton. Wrong. Triple
What?
H.
I'm pretty. Oh no, it was Triple H versus Shawn Michaels in the finale, wasn't it? And then Triple H won via pedigree.
Yeah, Triple H won. So yeah, 4-2 to me. Would you like the other 2 matches anyway?
Yeah,
Because they're
let
fun.
me see if I can pull it back with these 2.
Alright, you've got a no holds barred match. Rob Van Dam versus Kane.
RVD.
Kane.
Oh shit! It passed me from.
Chris Benoit versus Rhino Tajiri and Eddie Guerrero, who was
Chris
champion.
Benoit.
Wrong. Eddie Guerrero's fatal 4-way
So-
match, and it was for the WWE United States Championship.
I'm terrible.
To be fair, it was 2003. You would have been what? 6, 7, 7.
I was born in '96, dude.
Yeah, 7. You would have been.
Oh yeah.
2003. Not only are you bad at previous pay-per-views, you're also bad at maths.
shit. Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, so in this Elimination Chamber match that they had, if my is going to work, so Kevin Nash was eliminated by Chris Jericho. Goldberg eliminated Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels, and Chris Jericho, and then Triple H eliminated Goldberg with a sledgehammer shot to the back of the head. How fun.
Fun.
How long did your Elimination Chamber matches go on for? Because you had 2, didn't you?
Fun.
You had 2 Elimination Chamber matches
Yep.
in yours, didn't you? How long did they go on for? Does it say?
So 36 minutes for the first one, where Triple H won, and half an hour for the second one.
Mine went on for 19 minutes.
Wow.
I mean, I know how I had 8 matches in mind, but yeah, to be fair, the matches in mind were 2 minutes, 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 11 minutes, 21 minutes, 13 minutes, and 20 minutes.
Very
So
nice.
quite short. Right, so that brings us to the end of this podcast. As I said, check us out everywhere on the socials. Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook, and now on iTunes. I don't know why I keep doing Titus Worldwide.
Because
In
iTunes
everything.
is incredible.
iTunes! And I did it with the hand actions as well. If you want to let us know your predictions, tweet us. I'd much prefer to receive them on Twitter than in the comment section, but you can also do it on YouTube as well. Just let us know, and we might, if you get a decent amount of points, we might even invite you on for the next positions for Fastlane.
Yeah. I'll be willing to put my championship on the line at Fastlane against one of you.
It doesn't matter, because it's not your title yet.
It will be my title.
I'm walking out the Elimination Chamber.
Sorry.
Wrestling Predictions Champion.
Sorry, but I am the longest reigning, first ever run-in wrestling champion.
The thing is, you can't say the longest ever when there's only been 2 matches.
Well, I am the longest ever, 42 days.
Yeah, but Finn Balor didn't the next day after he won the Universal title go, I'm the longest reigning.
Kevin Owens did it.
Yeah, but still, no one bought into it. No one cared.
I bought into it because obviously I'm saying it right now.
Yeah, but how long did Kevin hold it on for? He held it on for more than one pay-per-view.
Yeah, true.
Exactly. So
true,
that matters.
But you know,
Hold it for more than 40 days, and
I did. I held it for 42 days. So point in
Oh
value.
yeah, because it was the before and start, wasn't it? It was start of December.
Yep.
So basically end of January. 42
yeah,
days.
I held it for more than 40 days, so I'm your running wrestling longest reigning champion and first ever champion. So and I'll be the first ever 2-time champion as well.
42 days isn't much though, is it?
Yeah, but I'll be the historic champion.
Most women hold diets longer than 42 days, and that's saying something.
Who was the first ever Royal Rumble winner?
Me.
No, who was the first ever Royal Rumble winner?
Wasn't Hulk Hogan, was it?
No, who? Be a serious guess. Come on.
No! It's gonna annoy me because I can remember who it is.
Oh. It was Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
That's it. Who was
the first ever women's Royal Rumble winner?
Asuka.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
people remember the first ever of people. Who was the first ever Intercontinental?
Yeah. No. I'm not taking away first ever.
No.
First ever's fine. You can have first ever, but longest reigning is pointless. It's like saying, who's the longest reigning Royal Rumble winner? Huh? Exactly.
Right. So this has been this week's podcast. I'll be champion next week. It was fun being back.
And we still haven't figured out a goodbye yet. So I feel like because the theme has been Titus Worldwide, I feel like we both need to do it at the same time.
I mean, you can, but just double your voice up.
From running, goodbye!